Beastly WWE Charts presents the best WrestleManias of all time. Please like and subscribe. Number 10, WrestleMania 1. WrestleMania 1 created WrestleMania. It took place in 1985, and it just was the beginning of this great legacy of WrestleMania. It was a great storyline. For the main event, it was Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus Rowdy Piper and Paul Orndorff in the corner, and Piper was teaming up with Cowboy Bob Orton. That was a great main event, and it was the beginning of a legacy. Number 9, WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 was a terrific WrestleMania. The main event was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight title. Chris Benoit had one of the best showings in the 2004 Royal Rumble. He even eliminated the Big Show, and then he ends up getting the splendid and terrific win. And then Eddie and Chris celebrate at the end of WrestleMania 20. Too bad both of those guys passed away, but it was a great WrestleMania. Number 8, WrestleMania 22. WrestleMania 22 featured a great main event of John Cena versus Triple H. John Cena came out like a gangster, and Triple H also had a fantastic entrance. It was a great match. It was held in Chicago, and it was the last WrestleMania to be held in an arena. That was the downfall of it. There wasn't that many people in attendance, but it was a really good WrestleMania. Next up, we have WrestleMania 31 coming in the number 7 spot. The main event, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And we also had Triple H versus Sting, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. In the main event, Seth Rollins cashed in the Money in the Bank and won the WWE World Heavyweight title. It was a great WrestleMania. I really wanted Mizdow to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but Big Show ended up winning it. And it was a great WrestleMania nonetheless. Next up at number 6, we have WrestleMania 23. I am so not happy, but Triple H got injured, so that left us with the fantastic main event of John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. If Triple H didn't get injured, we would have saw a rematch of WrestleMania 22, but that was good. And John Cena defeated Shawn Michaels in the main event, and damn, I enjoyed watching that main event. That was just a great match. Next up, we have WrestleMania 21. The video game was overhyped, but they even made a video game for it. John Cena versus JBL. Randy Orton versus The Undertaker, and so much more. WrestleMania 21 was fantastic. Also, the main event of Batista versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight title. Next up, we have WrestleMania 30 coming in the 5 spot. WrestleMania 30 had so many great matches. It had Brock Lesnar end the streak, which I wasn't happy about, but it had Daniel Bryan defeat Triple H and Randy Orton and Batista all in the same night to win the WWE World Heavyweight title. Had John Cena versus Bray Wyatt and Hulk Hogan as the host. We saw legends, and it was just a great WrestleMania all around. Next up, we have WrestleMania 28. This WrestleMania featured John Cena versus The Rock in their first match. It felt more special because we didn't know it was going to happen again in WrestleMania 29. It also consisted of CM Punk versus Chris Jericho and The Undertaker versus Triple H. And they were all great matches. These 3 matches made this WrestleMania. And just amazing. Number 2, I should say, WrestleMania 3. This WrestleMania wasn't the greatest, but it had 2 memorable moments. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, and Hulk Hogan body slamming and going for the leg drop and defeating Andre, and then the best Intercontinental title match of Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat. It was just a great WrestleMania with those 2 matches. Number 1, WrestleMania 17. This is where Stone Cold turned heel and joined Vince's side against The Rock in the main event. We also saw matches like the Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian in a triple threat ladder match. This WrestleMania was terrific. We also had some other pure wrestling matches. I couldn't get enough of this WrestleMania. It's the best of all time. Well, please subscribe and like the Beastly WWE charts.